Good afternoon, everyone. We are entering our chapter 11 in our Principles of Management class, and week 11. I think so far we are doing well and progressing towards the end of the semester. This week we are going into what would be the chapter on motivating people. Huge principles in regards to management. How do we get people to do their job, or how do we get them to reach a goal with us as a team? So I've done a couple things this week. One of them is a video, one of my favorite shows that were on TV called The Office. Of course, deals a lot with some of the business issues and things that happen within a business environment. But this particular video, all I want you to do is watch it. It's a very funny video. It's at least in my opinion. It's about Andy, which is the manager at the time, trying to motivate his team to produce, and he creates a reward system. Well, as you'll see through the video, it kind of backfires on him, and it's a little comedic, of course, but always think about that when you're setting up your ideas of how you're going to motivate the people. How is that going to impact them, and how would they react towards that motivation or towards the reward system or whatever you plan to do to help them get excited about reaching the goal. The other part to this week is going to be based on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and all of what we consider to be social media. Some of you might recall a name by Monica Lewinsky, and if you don't, then this will be your first time exposed to her. But basically, it's what happened in her journey with all of this internet environment that came out during her scandal with President Clinton. It doesn't deal so much with that more than it does with what happens on the back end of social media. Is it a blessing or is it a curse? I would like for you to discuss there. What as future business leaders, what can you do to use social media to your benefit instead of your curse? How can it be a blessing to you? With more and more employers looking at Facebook and Twitter accounts to potentially hire a candidate, what does your social media world look like? Would someone hire you today if you were applying for a position in management? Would someone take you on if they went through your blog or through your posts or your tweets? Of course, I'm interested in hearing the opinion of our younger generation, our millennials that might have a different concept of social media than our older crowd or our Gen Xers. It'll be interesting to see how you view social media. Is it a blessing or is it a curse? Either way, that would be our discussion for this week. The video from The Office is more sort of a entertainment to take a look at it, see what your thoughts are. If you could make some comments if you like in the discussion post, but for the most part, just relating to motivation and understanding the principles of how to set in goals to motivate employees, and sometimes, as in this video illustrates, how that might backfire on us. So I think it's a pretty straightforward chapter. If you have any questions, though, let me know. Don't forget the March 17th date, very important. If you have not done well in this class, March 17th will be the last day that you can withdraw and still get a W. After that date, you end up with a grade, and I would hate to see people not doing well and not taking care of that ahead of time. If you have any questions in regards to that, feel free to just give me a ring or send me an email. And as always, guys, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.